Philosophers have been ridiculed for centuries for helping people to discover one major life-giving ingredient.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
And it often hurts before it sets you free.
Do you want to know what it is?
The Matrix is everywhere. It's all around us. We're slaves to it. And the prison is our own minds, shaped by this thing we call society. We've got to be
getting out of this sick society. Society, man. Society, you know? Society.
A prison for your mind.
You see, life is unbelievably beautiful. But most people are too asleep to appreciate it. Let's take a journey back through time. The Matrix framework of design, and how we've been framed for all time, is partially set up by Plato's allegory of the cave. The prison for our mind is that we're not actually gazing at the truth. We're merely looking at a reproduction or representation of truth. A shadow on the wall, essentially. A large portion of humanity are slaves to this concept. Light comes from our sun. This is the source. Staring straight at it, you see it for what it is. We can't experience the full feeling of the sun looking at a reflection of it. You can explain this to people, and they may want to argue with you.
I choose the Matrix.
The Matrix isn't real.
What, do you live in a cave?
And you try to escape the cave, escape society, escape the Matrix, and they're like,
find them and destroy them.
This is also what can keep us trapped, listening to people who haven't experienced the truth themselves.
You cannot go around saying to people that there's 100% chance that they're going to die. You know, it's just... Are those feathers or are they steel?
The collective ignorance and what's keeping you trapped in the cave is...
It's all part of the plan.
Which leads us to the illusion of choice. Of course we're all going to die, which we don't have a choice about, but so too are the predetermined happenings of your life. You've already made the choice, you just have to now understand it.
But you're not going to anyway. And don't worry about the vase.
What vase?
That vase.
Stood and stared at it, marveled at its beauty, its genius. Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious.
Agent Smith betrays the concept of control itself, speaking proudly of the beauty and genius of billions of people living out their lives, oblivious to the truth. Take a proper look at society though, and you can't help but notice the government's role in keeping people in the dark. They're proud of their own lies, greed, and lack of empathy for good people. They market themselves as saviors, brainwashing us into thinking they've got our backs.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Have you ever stood and stared at this system, marveling at how it operates, how it keeps us trapped in a never-ending cycle of control and manipulation? It's time to break free and choose a different path.
What are you trying to tell me?
There's no escaping the matrix.
Is there any way around?
However, there is a way to play the game, so to speak. And no one needs to know you're playing it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So you're saying
We started off by saying that the matrix is all around us. This is something we can't change. But we can change how we feel and what we do about it. The choice you have, essentially, is between fear or love. Both fear and love have their advantages and disadvantages. If you stay fearful and keep yourself trapped in the cave, you do have certain comforts, which on the surface level are going to be quite appealing. The downside is you have to live a dishonest life. You've got to be okay with lying to yourself. Love, on the other hand, at its most extreme end, can be plagued at times with the immediate pain thrust upon you from the outside world, ridiculing you for your honesty. If you can handle living in ultimate truth for long enough, you'll be trusted, for love can't exist without trust. Not only do you have a choice of fear or love, you also have a choice to question your reality or to conform to it. Then, of course, like always, there's the question of, what is reality? Maybe what you've come to believe as reality is not real at all. Maybe you've been fooled. Maybe you've been living in fear your entire life. The world we perceive is often shaped by our thoughts and beliefs.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself.
To break free from societal constructs and limitations, we must first recognize that they exist within us.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.
The splinter in your mind that Morpheus is talking about is the fear you see around you, and that you also at times succumb to. What you can do about the matrix is to first know that it exists, that the majority of people around you are living in fear, and that if you choose love, you also choose truth, and therefore you choose to stand up for what's right. By following the rules of love, and not the rules of fear dictated to you, you'll know that in the right time and place, you can speak your truth.
And the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear.
And you'll know that you can make these rules come into fruition. The outside world can only tell you the rules of fear, but when it comes to your own mind and heart, you make the rules round here. Most importantly, it's for you to know this truth. No one else needs to know for you to reap the benefits of living in love. There's nothing for you to preach, but to just live and love. Love and dopamine, known as the brain's neurotransmitter for motivation and desire, plays a vital role in the blending of forging connections, elevating mood, and inspiring life's pursuits. In The Matrix, dopamine is used to manipulate perception and control behavior. However, awakened individuals leverage their understanding of dopamine to navigate the simulation, resist control, and awaken others. Here you are in the heart of the digital world, contemplating the Matrix and what to do about it. A place where dopamine has two pathways. One path is for the masses, who worship the system. For them, it's the dopamine of conformity, a quick rush of validation through likes and shares, driven by incessant scrolling. This dopamine triggers feelings of reward, pleasure, and extrinsic motivation, powering the relentless quest for digital approval. However, the other path, for the visionaries like you, enjoy dancing to a different tune. Your dopamine flows from introspection and deep thought, kindled by books, profound conversations, and moments of solitude, where you unlock the multiverse within. Your dopamine acts as a radiant catalyst, orchestrating the symphony of your positive mood regulation, driven by the fulfillment of your pursuits. It elevates you beyond the Matrix superficial temptations, sharpening your attention and heightening cognitive prowess. Your dopamine is steady flame, illuminating the path less traveled. In your quest for profound insight, you're the torchbearer of a different, more meaningful existence, guided by the intricate workings of dopamine that transcends the superficial realm of likes, shares, and surface-level conversation. In a world where minds are entrapped within a virtual web, they delve deep into the realms of neuroscience, concocting a matrix fueled not by mere lines of code, but by the very essence of joy itself. Their masterpiece was woven with strands of dopamine. Yet within this intricate, multi-layered illusion, my whisper spreads to you, my fellow human, that liberation lays not in the hands of a chosen one, but in the artful mastery of one's own inner chemistry. A potent truth that whispers, create your freedom with the elixir of your own dopamine. And as this sacred hormone surges through your veins, the world eagerly anticipates the boundless bloom of your creative love.